Welcome to Platinuming Mechanicus, Episode 9. I hope it didn't cut me off too early in that sentence, as it starts to load. So tonight we're going to be, picking up where we left off last night. I didn't end up doing any upgrades after the last stream, so let's change that, I say. This tech priest needs more, so we'll start there. Oh, that's not good. We're going down the skill path that if we end up at the very bottom of it, I can't use, because we can't use those. But it could be funny if we can. But getting refractor field generators that have a -2 cooldown and +2 field defense would be useful. Okay, so I can now put a better healing tool on this one. Oh, apparently not. Better than nothing. Since, you know, although maybe I sacrificed that. Just go down the tech exilium path. Still need a medic. I also need someone to have a hat, so no one can take upgrades right this moment, so I think we'll continue on. Now that's beyond this team's capacity, so we'll do something a bit more. Jeez, that's nasty. Do we want to do this? I think so. Let's just go with that so that I can have a bodyguard with that tech priest.
I have been examining the data from the tomb of Acropus, Magos. This particular Necron is uniquely...
I was actually not stuffing up there, pardon me.
This particular Necron is uniquely offensive to a devotee of the cult Mechanicus.
How so, Vidix?
It seems Acropus was a royal astronomer of sorts, but the examples of stellar cartography from his tomb are at odds with the standard model of the universe, as recorded in the libraries of Metallica.
I take it you are particularly invested in the standard model.
It formed the basis of my first studies in the cult Mechanicus. Aetheritic Manuscripts Appendix 71. Without a standard model, there is naught but madness and chaos amongst the stars. A machine cleansing ritual in the tomb of Acropus will counteract this blasphemy.
I shall think on it, Lector Dogmas. If I judge it worthy of our resources and the risk to my tech priests and Skitari, it shall be done.
And it seems like it was. So I realise I started this stream a bit later than normal, but well, that happens. I decided on a whim to do another stream tonight.
I have plotted the 12 locations where Lingatechnus sigils can be placed to form the basis of the ritual.
12? That seems excessive.
There is nothing excessive about cleaving to
sorry.
There is nothing excessive about cleaving to the standard model of the universe. It is the basis of the 44 observations on the cosmos, of the Cataclysm's Logistica,
Of the 900 books of that, we get it. Your point is made, Vidix. Is the team ready to advance to the first location, Subdomina?
Immediately, Magos, if it is your wish.
It is.
Gotta love Vidix and his desire to do things in the religious extreme. The material in this chamber is made of an unknown super-dense alloy, and inscribing the sigil on it is impossible with the sacred implements. Do I want to use the burning technique? Burn it in. Ooh, that did badly. The plasma cutter inscribes the complex sigil, but as feared, the cutter's coils overheat and flood the chamber with bursts of thermal radiation. They can do that? The chamber ahead is hung with glowing globes in emulation of unknown star structure. It's spectacular indeed, but may represent a dark truth about the Necrons that would be better not known. We are opening up on it. Yay, we got cognition out of the deal. Volley of gunfire strips the chamber of its decoration. Strewing the floor with debris. The din echoes through the tomb, but the righteous thing is done. Warning, our presence has been detected. Let's go for the friendly green light. I am just going to do the entire tomb. Oop, that was a bad choice. I just went for the bottom one on a whim. There is not 8 points in this tomb to actually do everything. Huh. Oh well. So yes, now my Inquisitor that I've been working on lately, that will be on the channel hopefully this week, has paint on it. Well, primer. I might have to go over a few spots, because I find with spray primer I tend to have a bit of trouble. Oh boy, we've got the heavy firepower version. I seem to have a bit of trouble with spray priming, and areas just not getting primer on them, despite my going at it, the model from every angle that I can reach.
Immortal detected.
Oh no. Immortal detected. Database unlocked. Loading.
Reject awakened, sire.
Why he locked us away from this Necron studies, his Necron studies, I do not know, but it is fueling my emotion receptors with frustration. His naming of the Necrons is helpful, however.
Loaded. Personal recording. Subject immortal. NIN 032. Subject is far more resilient than the warrior class. They also show signs of cognition, where warriors possess none. Sightings of them blurting out what seems to be direct and basic orders, proof of some cognition. Be aware of terrible weapon distant molecular safe. File corrupted. I just figured I'd add that for character. Now, where can I spawn in? There is not a lot of good options. I might just leave you up here. Leave you down here. Let's leave you at the... Yeah, let's leave you there. Let's chuck a chuck one of those in at the front. I'll move you back a bit just so that there's some space. Get cognition. Now, you have line of sight on them. Chance you have line of sight on something bigger. Yes, you do. Good. Let's increase the amount of damage we do, shall we? That was useful. It's just worrisome that we're going down the path that has the ability I can't make use of. Yeah, it'd be a bit overkill to waste that on a scarab. I'll just leave you like that. Leave you there for now. Let's just charge you up and throw you at that. Give it a bit of armor and let the enemy come to it. Or wipe it out. One of the two. Okay, you can get line of sight to most threats. Let's just buff this one's damage up. I know there are better weapons I could use on this one, but a lot of them are very cognition hungry. And this Tech Priest hasn't got the Tech Auxilium perk that lets him actually do more damage. Lets him do range, well, lets him attack with a reduced cost. It's a shame, because it's a really useful perk. Take the shot. Now push back to there. I am going to grab cognition from that. Oops. More of them arrive. I'm going to just chuck servitors there. Let's just put you there. Now you attack that terminal, it'll be a bit more damage resistant than some of them, because that one always is. Now there's a horde of those there that can be blown open. I'm going to drag that up there. Take it out. Good. And we can do that. the terminal reacting hostile to him. It's like it can't move. Oops. It can't move, it can't attack. But it can take damage. Well, that was a waste. Hey, he survived. Those things are supposed to be absurdly lethal. And he won't survive for much longer. Smash it! Yes! Take him out. I'm gonna leave that tech priest there for now, and we've got more foes. Oh crap, Lynch Guard.
This indeed appears to be a challenging foe for sure. These remind me of storm shields we manufacture for the Terminator squads.
Agreed. They certainly represent the most elite of the Necrons that we've seen so far. If it is to follow the trend of other Necrons, then surely these are one of the few who appear to be able to think independently of their lords.
Yes, and rage, and you can rage bait them, which means you can torment them. You can just cause them to run around the board pointlessly. Take that thing out. Now, you are going here. Will that cost cognition? Yes. Does it matter? No. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to be within range of them anyway. I might as well do it on my own terms. This is what is referred to as a target-rich environment. I feel bad about bringing this tech priest near the Immortals. Not near the Immortals, near the Lynch Guard. I love how those look like network cable plugs. Just those there. That adds cognition, which... It's like, yay, we have some cognition. Good. Charge. He's dead. At least he did something, but now. Ouch. Here comes the other Lynch Guard, hey? So, righty then. Let's eliminate that. Let's just take that out and provide some crossfire. There we go. One less immortal to deal with. Let's just get some stats off that one. Okay, weak to physical damage. That's going to be a problem. Because my tech priests are weaker to physical damage than it is. Now, might have been better to give me energy armor, but eh. Step forward and take this thing down. Actually, let's use that and just... No, skipped it. Skipped over what I was actually doing. There we go, target him. What is his stats? Okay, that's going to be a problem. Let's get rid of that. Ow. Ah, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to heal. Let's grab cognition from this one and get rid of it. It isn't worth opening up on the lynch guard with him because he'll just get killed. Sorry for the mic bump there. Okay. Are you not in range? Far up do I have to move you? Because I'm trying to minimize, you know, retaliation distance. Because I know these things can run. 6 damage, that did a decent amount. Resistance at this point has been more than we would have expected of a force filled with brainless drones. Highly armored targets like these are proving to be far more resilient to our weapons than we would have predicted. They're also very driven like no other Necron to accomplish their goal of protecting the tomb. Yep, rage baited into attacking. Look at that! Look at that accursed level of energy damage resistance. It's a good thing I have that. Still probably won't fully take him out, but we'll see. 4. I am going to get rid of him. Not going to give him the chance to get back up. He's already a menace. I don't want to let him be even more of one. But I'm not going to waste that tool on him because I want to reduce the alertness level a little bit. Sure, it only means so much when it's taking me ages to deal with these guys. But yeah, Inquisitor Courtiers, but in red, actually would look better than the base model. The base model's too gold. With Stormcast being sure, he existed before the Stormcast, but like with Stormcast existing, he just looks like a Stormcast with some sci-fi gubbins added on. No, they don't do anything helpful right this moment. Now, you can run back and grab cognition. That won't help. 4. That's just rude. Okay, heal yourself. That's down to 2. Hit yourself again. Now if we've got any more movement distance, no, then it's not worth wasting the tool. I will, however, grab that. Let's just grab cognition and then head back, because you are not a match for him yet. He's too close, you will die. So, full house of cognition. Let's open up on him. Jeez, took off most of his health. We got more. Now. Okay. Head back over to here. Open up on him. Let's see if we can finish him off. Oh, reinforcements. Why am I not surprised? Oh gods, it's those. It's like reinforcements and it's the worst thing that could have shown up. Now, let's just... I realise it's a waste of well, it's not entirely a waste of cognition. I mean, tactically, getting him as far away from the enemy for next turn as possible is not a waste of cognition. Same can be said about this tech priest here. Now, we've got... Let's open up on you. I hope I didn't waste that. Let's find out his stats. Okay, he's weak to energy. That can be played up. Oh boy, that other lynch guard's coming back. I should have shot it, but then I wasn't expecting it to come back basically the next turn. Ow. Okay. Take him out. There we go. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, who remembers the days of the Inquisition Land Raider? Not the Grey Knights one, but the actual, just stock Inquisition Land Raider. Like, who remembers the days when not just Space Marine armies had Land Raiders? Like, I'm not even talking ancient times here. I'm talking like 2010. Both the Witch Hunters Codex and the Demon Hunters Codex, which existed before the Grey Knights and Sisters of Battle ones. Well, Grey Knights in 5th edition when they actually got a range, and the Sisters of Battle White Dwarf Codex. Oof. Yeah, good luck if you weren't able to get the White Dwarf at the time it came out. GW didn't keep back orders of back order White Dwarves back in those days. But yeah, like both the Demon Hunters Codex and the Sisters and the Witch Hunters Codex, both got to have in their heavy support had Land Raiders. They also had Exorcists. Well, the Sisters of Battle one had, the Witch Hunters one had Exorcists and Immolators, because the Immolator wasn't just wasn't put in the troop transport section. It was put in the heavy support section back then, and fair. Open up on it. That gets rid of him. Let's just buff the Tech Priest's damage. Take the shot. Hey, it worked. Nice. Okay, but we've still got to get through the rest of this tome. But yeah, like, sure, the base model doesn't really fit the Witch Hunters that much, but with some modifications, I've seen some really cool mods to it.
The blasphemy looms over this place, Magos. I counsel caution.
When the sigil is inscribed on the floor of this chamber, several Necron hieroglyphs appear on the walls, glowing a baleful red, as if angry in response. Destroy them. With plasma cutters and burning promethium, the cohort attack the symbols. They can only be defaced rather than erased, but this act of sacred defiance brings a sense of moral victory into the darkness of the two Vecropus. Oh, I gotta love sacred vandalism. Yay, we got cognition. Use hardware screaming. Necron scarabs swarm from hidden apertures and obliterate the sigil as soon as it is inscribed. These annoying constructs must be dealt with before the sigil can be completed. Oops, I didn't. I just pressed X without realizing what I pressed. Whoops. But it got me free text, so that's better than nothing. Now for the fight. Oh boy, it's this map. This map's a brutal one. Especially if your team's under strength. Like mine is. Survive 3 rounds. I'll try. We will try. Let's just put that there. Actually put him here. Let's grab that and where am I putting that then? Let's just drop them in. Okay, you can go here. Get to there and scan that. Everyone gets extra damage. Take him out. Good. Cognition. And I'll just move this one back here so they can get cognition next turn. I really should have healed that other tech priest. You were going here. Yeah, let's just put that on him. He hasn't got a melee attack. That would not do anything. Okay. Who's being up and up on? Poor Skitari. Oh, he got to survive. Let's see if the Vanguard, or not Vanguard, the whatever this thing is, will eliminate him. Probably. Oh no, he's targeting him. Bad choice. Bad choice, my friend. Or my foe. Whoa. Oh boy, poor Skitari. Oh no, that poor injured tech priest. He is not doing well. Okay, do as much damage to him as you can. How close to death is that enemy? Oh goody, that's at least got someone near death. It's actually finished the job. Now my Skitari can shoot, which is better than it was things were a moment ago. Take the shot. Okay, that's got him there. Oh boy, reinforcements. But yeah, due to time constraints and how long it would take me to build the models in it, I've opted to drop doing a Warhammer Stormvault video, or Stormbringer, sorry, video this week, just because I want to actually get the, I want to have time to work on it properly. You can go here. Now, you need to go here and heal. Why? Why is it like that? That got rid of them. Well, I'm kind of out of things to say, which is kind of why I've been so quiet this video. But yes, I finally got the heat shaping done on my Cannes cowl over the weekend, and it's gonna be well, I'm gonna try and get the Cannes done for the weekend. I'm also gonna see about repairing an older costume. But oh, we have company. Okay, let's just... I've got the volume off so I can actually jump in and see what people have said. My connection might get laggy for a moment as I drop the quality way down to make on my own device rather than on the stream, so that I can actually see what people have said. Part 2? You mean Mechanicus 2? Or are you referring to a different thing with part 2? Oomph! Poor Skitari. Who are you going to bully? Oh, okay. Well, we've got Mechanicus 2 coming out. It doesn't look like it's a part 2. It is set afterwards. The... Oh, what's it called? Prologue mission / tutorial has made it out onto the internet through a few content creators who got sent copies of it. I'm not one of them, sadly, or I would have played it on here. I have reached out, but I don't think I've heard anything back. But yeah, we've got Mechanicus 2 coming up sometime soon. Last I saw, we didn't have the announcement of the actual release date for it, but that could have changed after I started streaming tonight. Because like I know Gamescom is, I think, over the next starts in a day or two, and may run over the weekend. Yeah, I haven't got any messages from I don't think I've got any messages from the Mechanicus from the company behind Mechanicus, because I did send out a press request to them, but yeah, so I won't be playing it on my own stream, but I don't see anything about it on Warcom, so yeah. And I checked Steam like yesterday. Now, who do we want to try and wipe? Let's try and wipe them. Let's push him out of range. Oh, he can't be pushed further back, can he? You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna let him take some damage, because I need to deal with that thing there. That needs to not get back up. Now I am gonna just move you here. Gonna make use of creative movement to avoid getting enemies, because the game's pathfinding is a bit awkward. But yeah, because the sequel is set after this game. Now, sound off who's left. Yeah, we lost the tech priest over there. Damn. And the other one we've got left isn't exactly armed for melee, because he's normally a stealth unit. We can bring him up. He can run through, can't he? Can he? Can he pass? No, he can't. Okay. So... take the shot at him, because he's going to be a problem. Okay, you aren't going to do too much damage to him. How'd you do that much damage to him? Please grab more than one. No, he hasn't got that perk, dang it. I'm just going to have to grab that for someone else then. And he's there. Ow. Yay, he can do something now. Open up on him. Do I want to be able to blow up that terminal next turn, or is it just not worth the attempt? I'm just going to put him here, because he'll probably get wiped by that immortal in a moment, but at least it protects him. Hey, the dodge chance kicked in! Because otherwise it's that tech priest gets badly injured. How am I still going with this one mission? So let's just... So much for the idea of this being a speedrun episode. Well, if I didn't want to do all the voices. Okay, I am going to just shove you off. Let's do that. Grab cognition now. He can't take that much damage. Let's just get rid of him. That was an excessive use of that ability, but well. Now, he needs to... Oh, actually that's an idea. Let's just use that on him instead. Gets that thing out of the way. Yeah, I know. I know you can do damage, but in return... But so can I. Apparently I do more. Let's just buff that troop choice a bit. He's only going to get one more shot. Let's get you into base contact with the cognition generator. And then the other cognition generator. Are you on the angle to... Yes, you are. Good. Yes! Critical damage, Gabur. Okay, the infiltrator is not close enough. Okay. I thought he would have been close enough. My concern is this thing, because this thing's going to do wreak absolute havoc. Let's just move you into... out of immediate target zone. Yeah, figures. Ow. Oh, that's bad. Oof. Maybe I should have wiped him. Let's do this. Let's just try and blast him. Be gone. You're a threat. Hey, we managed to succeed in getting rid of him. Yay! Now I'm coming over here because I'm going to grab cognition off that so that I can just make sure the gauge is filled for next turn. Not that I can summon help, but being able to... I need to not take damage next turn. Just go and hide there. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, we'll know. That one's the problem. Yay to that repair. Please take him out. Yes! Let's just take him out. Now I'm going to move him back there so that he's out of target to the foe and hopefully nothing spawns in next turn. Good. Oh, frag. I am about to fail this mission. This is why I hate the Xenarite perk tree. Because it just forces you to have to put up with losing health every turn. Even when it wouldn't be helpful. He can't target me through the wall, can he? No? Good. Take him out. I get one more shooting phase. Well, no, I get two more technically two more shots before I end up going down as a cost for them. Please don't make it around the wall. As long as they don't get back up immediately. Be gone. Thank you. Ow. There we go, that's got him. I was worried there for a moment. I thought we were about to lose. The final sigil is put in place. Immediately the pre-ritual canticles stream through the nanosphere in preparation for the full incantation. The tomb of Ecropus is held in a sacred web of information that, for the moment, holds the corruption of the Necrons. Holds off.
The sigils are in place. The ceremony can commence. I have 30 dedicated servitors fully programmed with the 71st ritual of compliance. I shall require the use of the muster deck and 400 gallons of blessed machine oil.
Do what you must, Vidix. Let the tomb be purified in the name of the Omnissiah. I hope it will be worth the effort.
It will be, Magos. The Necron shall soon know, as we do, the words of Fabricator General Sin Conscientious. Obey the standard model or obey the laws of death.
She's friendly much. I love the profile image for the Immortals. He has a smile. Whereas the Deathmark just looks like he's cracked a joke and is waiting for people to laugh. And the Lynchguard just looks Lynchguard and other one just look angry. Okay, let us just upgrade the tech priests a bit. What? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you max out the one for the... Oh well, at least he's got Dominus full range. I guess this one has to be the one without the melee options now, because look at that buff. If no melee weapons are equipped. God, I hate that perk tree sometimes. Oh well, the costs of selecting random. Now, what can I add on to make you even more dangerous? Let's just add the plasma. Have we got anything more dangerous for you to have on your hip slots? I haven't got the really powerful buzzsaw. Let's put that up there just so as to give him a bit of protection. I wish I could honestly pull that off and stick something else on there instead. What did you just get? Oh, I think you got the one that lets you grab all the cognition. Good. You're getting a melee weapon now. I think. Because I need someone to be able to do melee. That was worthless. What can I stick up there that'll help? I'll grab one cognition from an indistinctly short range. Or do I want to put shields up? I want to just do shields up. At least he has some armor. Oh well, I can discover how good or bad this place, that loadout is next mission. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll be back probably tomorrow with another episode of this. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you around. Bye.